Set 76909 Mercedes-AMG F1 W12E Performance and Mercedes-AMG Project 1 are a LEGO Speed Champions set. It comes with 564 pieces, 2 minifigures. It is for the ages of 9 and up and was released March 1st, 2022. It retails in Canada for $39.99 Canadian, in the US for $29.99 US, in the UK for £34.99, and in the rest of Europe for €39 and 99 euro cents, with Finland being €49 and 95 euro cents. Name of a set is such a mouthful. So, every side of the box on the top left has the LEGO logo, and, with the exception of the back, the Speed Champions logo. So I don't have to go over that. So on the front of the box is a very nice sort of backdrop of the AMG facilities, and you have both cars. The first one, the AMG F1 W12E Performance, is the F1 Formula car, but is the car furthest from you when you look at the picture. And the AMG Project 1 is the sports car. You know, actual, like, buy it sports car, drive it on the road one. Information can be found on the bottom left, and on the top right is the Mercedes logo, along with the AMG and the Petronas Formula 1 team names there. On the back, you have a couple pictures. At the very top right is the Mercedes logo and the AMG Petronas Formula 1 team there. In the very top is a sort of slightly back right view of the Project 1 car. Below that is a slightly back is a sort of left view of the F1 W12E Performance. Bottom left, it shows the canopy of the Formula 1 car popping up, and to the right of that, it shows the sort of back section canopy of the sports car. And then to the right of that, you have the cars. So to the right of the last picture, you have the actual car in real life of a supercar, and then above that is the Formula 1 racer. One side has on the bottom left the warning, but due to small parts, there's a potential choking hazard if you let children 0 to 3 play this, so you gotta watch out. And on the top right has the name of the set in 2 other languages. The other side simply has the 2 pictures of the cars from a slightly different angle. The top has where the components were made and distributed. It has that exact same picture that was on that one side, sort of in the right middle, and on the very right you have a picture of one of the Formula 1 tires as the actual size indicator. And on the bottom, sort of middle-ish, you have the Lego.com app's life advertisement, which is basically every single Lego app for social media, gaming and like building instructions and stuff there. And then you have quite a bit of so you have UPC recycling and quite a bit of trademark stuff on here, stuff with AMG, Mercedes, and all the other little groups there. But this does not say at all that it is a officially licensed product. It is manufactured it's manufactured under license, but it doesn't have any of those fancy stickers or little components there to show that. So this is a taped box, 2 pieces of tape on either side. You just got to cut those to get into it. Okay, so here are the contents of the set. You have 4 bags labeled 1 to 4. You have 2 sticker sheets. One for the Formula 1 racer has 33 stickers, and the one for the supercar has 28. You have 2 things of instructions which were bent in my thing, and I just don't understand how this is happening at all. So instruction book 1, which will be the Formula Racer, has the Lego Building Instructions app advertisement. So it's an app that allows you to download building instructions in PDF, or like in the case some of them, a 3D type of model to build with as you go along. And it's everywhere from 2010 and a couple themes before that and to present. It's easy to find stuff on there. You can find stuff on the LEGO website from 1996 to present, but it's slightly harder on there. So the app is sort of easier, but you get less variety. So for this one, this instruction booklet, bag 1 gives you the main frame and base of the Formula F1 car along with the minifigure, and bag 2 gives you the rest of it, including a couple little accessories that just looks like you can deck out your car in different ways. It'll probably describe what they're used for. The back of this one has a feedback and win page, so you can enter your feedback on a survey on the set you've built on a LEGO site, telling them what you didn't like, what you did like, and how you could have improved it. And you'll be entered in a chance to win a LEGO set. For the supercar, Bag 3 will do the main base and the back of the car along with the minifigure, and bag 4 will do the rest of the front of the car and the actual canopy driving area. The back of this has a rebuild the world thing, so that's more mainly about Lego's sustainability and environmentally friendliness, and there is a bunch of stuff about trademarks for Lego and the Mercedes and AMG all in the back of that. And there are 3 pages of parts. So, packaging is going to get a 3 out of 5 because nothing should be bent in here, especially when it fits in the box perfectly fine. And Lego should be able to figure out a way to make this work by now. This is, quite honestly, the fact that we're still getting bent instructions after all these years is, quite frankly, ridiculous. And they should have figured it out by now. Oh, a bag managed to escape. There's also a bag of rims. So there's 5 bags labeled 1 to 4, or with one of them just being rims, unnumbered. Okay. So there are timestamps in the bottom of the description below if you want to skip a time-lapse or go to different parts of the video. And I will be watching a YouTube video, sort of watching / listening, and when I speed it up for the time-lapse, it can look a little weird. But let's get started. Okay, so here's the set. You get a couple little extra pieces here. The most noticeable ones are the tire rims and a little bit of a rod right here. You have 2 minifigures. So the guy here has black adult legs with a racing car suit print on the front of it. He has a black torso with the print on the front and back with AMG and Petronas NAS, or however it's pronounced, I don't know. Mercedes logo and other such things all around it. He has black arms, black hands. He has a yellow head with a normal sort of half smiling face with lots of stubble going from the hairline all the way to the chin, and he has very short sort of afro style, like very short afro style curly type hair, that black color. For the woman here, she has gray adult legs. She has a black torso with a racing leather jacket on, which has a AMG on the back. There are black arms, yellow hands. She has a yellow head with a single face that's just a sort of normal smiling face on there. And then she has a hairpiece that is a hat-hair combo, so it's a hat with like a ponytail coming out of the back. That's it for minifigures. For the also for minifigures, they each have a racing helmet as an alternative headpiece. For the exclusive parts, for exclusive prints, you have the guy's legs. There is a 1x1 1/2 circle flat tile with the Mercedes logo on it. You have the hubcap 24mm diameter with tube number 3, which has a bit of a print. It's the one on the F1 car, and it has a print on there for Pirelli tires. There is a 2x4 by 2/3 plate with bow, with a bit of a AMG logo on there. You have the guy's torso, the woman's torso, and there is a 2x3 outside brick with bow right and left. They each have a headlight print on it. There is the 6x6x1 1/3 windscreen in a transparent brown that has a print on it. And that is it for prints. For exclusive colors, there is a 1x3x1 wall in a black color if you've never been in before. You have a 1x2 with bow 45-degree cut right and left plate, along with a 1x2x2 corner plate and a 3x2 shaft with knob, which are in a bright bluish green they've never been in before. There is a 26-degree with holder banner, a 2x4x2 1/3 brick with arch that are in a medium stone gray. Also for medium stone gray, there is a 4x3x2/3 with bow. You have a 1x1 plate, a 1x4 plate with 2 knobs, a 1x1 with 1.5 plate 1x1 downwards that are in a dark red color they've never been in before. And that is it for the colors and pretty much most of the exclusive pieces there. There is, however, also, I missed one for the exclusive prints. It is a 1x1 1/2 circle flat tile, which has a bit of a black print. It's found on the it's on this guy, and it just has a black print on the front of it. So that's it for the parts. For the set, I really do like this. It's so cool. So we'll start with the supercar. The supercar is very nicely done. It's not as intricately detailed as some of the other ones, but there are some interesting points, such as the fin back here is actually done using like a airplane fin piece at an angle. The canopy actually has a bit of Lego on it, which you don't usually see with the Speed Champions cars. Front has 2 tire guards on it, which do the actual like engine spoiler cooling section there, which is pretty neat. Inside doesn't really have anything special, just sort of a cool little dash sticker and other assorted little bits there. And the back's sort of neat, little spoiler on limited mobility, and the back has a really neat little exhaust system. It's sort of a standard Speed Champions supercar. The real cool car is the Formula 1 car, which is done really neatly. It's really cool. I do like the way that they've done the hubcaps so that they actually make it look like a Formula 1 tire and not just a normal tire. And one of the interesting things about this is that for the cars recently, they've been doing it so the tires, the rubber parts, are glued on to the actual tire wheel. The Formula 1 racer doesn't do that. It is an actual rubber piece that can come off of it. So this goes to show that they can, in fact, still do this. I just, once again, feel like they've made an extremely poor choice in gluing the rubber to the tire. I don't see what it does. Just looking at it, maybe it's a clearance issue. And actually, I can check this out right now just by switching these. Yeah, it's not a clearance issue at all. I just think that it's a really incredibly poor choice on Lego's part to do that. It limits creativity in a way when you can have tires that have different different treads that can be put onto different wheels of the same size. You can get pretty creative with it, but when you limit it, you really can't, and I think that it is an extremely poor choice on their part. You have sort of incredible details, what looks like little little struts attaching to the tire wheels here on both ends. You have a nice little spoiler. One of the things here is that you can take off the main pieces that signify, I guess, what car number it is, and switch them around to get a slightly different look on the vehicle. So this is the Centium 77, and the other configuration was Centium 44. It's not much to change to get it to look different, but it is a really cool feature of a car, and I just love this Formula 1 look. It's just actually really neat. I really do love the way that they have done both of these cars. These are really good, and these are definitely worth like $40 for these. These are fantastically done in a challenge. I don't like... One of the things that I actually don't like is the way that they're doing the stickers in the instructions. Most of the stickers that are on here are you will complete a section. So let's use the supercar as an example. You will complete, let's say, the back section, and then you will have to put on all of these stickers here. So instead of being able to, and you can take them off to do this, but the way that they're instructing it is that instead of being able to align the stickers properly just by holding the piece, you're then having to work around the car itself, and that is a bit annoying. So that's a thing within the actual building in instructions. If you follow them, that I would just ignore. Just put the stickers on your own way, because it can be a little tricky to get the stickers on that way. For the build, I'm going to give build a 4. It was a very fun build. There were, as always with the Speed Champions, there is a bunch of techniques that you learn from doing this, just various different ways to combine Legos. The front of this has a lot of weird decisions that work out in the end when it comes to actually putting Lego pieces together, but it was really fun to see it actually come together in that way. And these both have them in some form or fashion, and it's always great with Speed Champions because they always teach you something new with every set, and build's going to be a 4 because of that. For the play, I'm going to give play a 3, mainly for these sets. These are geared towards kids, while we have had designers basically say that the designs are more for adults, because if they don't do something the correct way, they will really get called out on it, and they don't want that. But so while the cars are mainly for adults, they do market them towards kids. But there is a bit of play in here. You do have the 2 minifigures. You do have 2 cars that you can race around, and if you have other sets, you can race it around with them. But just on this own, play is going to be a 3 because it's a decent amount of play, but it's not super fantastic. For the display, I'm going to give display a 3. These are very nice to display on a shelf in any which way you can. Getting these lined up beside a bunch of different Speed Champions cars like I have, they look absolutely fantastic. But even just these 2, these look really good, and you can display them any which way you want. And these could also be used in a Lego City as in a display there, but it's I think they just barely fit on the roads. But this display is going to be a 3 because alone the display is okay. It's when you get more of it, it really starts to become even like really cool. The value for the pieces that you're getting at the piece to price is fantastic. For 564 pieces, even when Canadians get the short end of a stick at $40, it is great. You are getting 2 minifigures with it, and you're getting, I wouldn't really say completely exclusive parts. Yes, there are some exclusive ones. I wouldn't say ones that you would absolutely be going, holy crap, I have to buy the set just for them, but you are getting some. I think the set is mainly in the cars that you are building, and this is a really cool Formula 1. With the dragster, we got a, dragster, but then we got sort of a, I think it was a 1969 Dodge and Charger, and it wasn't really that neat of a build. With this one, we're getting a really cool one, and a really, and a second, slightly less cool, but still cool car in this. I think I'm going to give value a 4. There is a very good amount of value, whether you're just doing it for the amount of pieces that are in it, or because you want what amounts to a really cool car in this. This set's mainly for people who are collecting all the Speed Champions sets, or want to buy really cool car models in Lego and be able to build them. It's also for kids, although once with the kids, the stickers can be quite a bit of a pain. I would say that if Lego wanted to gear it more towards kids, they would have the pieces printed. Even with 9+, I would hazard a guess to say that while a 9-year-old child could put stickers on, they will probably look back on it and not like how they've done it in most instances. So I'd say that this is mainly geared towards adults who want to collect cool little Lego model cars, or people who just are into the Speed Champions and trying to collect them all. While kids may have fun with them, it is mainly sort of an adult product here. And with that, I will see you all next time.